So if you're building friendship for the first time, here's how to do it. But if you're rebuilding friendship, you might notice if you're married and the glow is off of your relationship and you're not really getting along the way that you once did and you don't have the goodwill, you can rebuild the friendship, and here's how you do it. Step number one is being faithful. Be faithful. You can't demand trust. Trust is earned over a period of time, and the longer you're faithful, the better relationship is going to be. Proverbs 17:17, where I ask you to turn there, a friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. If you're my friend, it means you're going to stay with me in good times and bad. That's why in the marriage vows we say better for worse, richer for poor, sickness and health. But I've known people who divorced their spouse while they're in the hospital. I've known people who deserted their spouse during difficult times because they weren't as fun as they used to be or difficult times come. But that ruins friendship. Obviously, sexual infidelity. It's a hard blow to the goodwill of the relationship. Proverbs 18:24, a man who has friends must himself be friendly, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. And so I'm saying all of my friends, all the friends that I have in my life are faithful friends. Let me say this. I don't have any friends who haven't been proven. I mean, I have friends, but not close friends. If you're going to be a close friend of mine, I'll watch you. I mean, if you come up and say that, you're my friend or whatever like that, I'll watch people over a period of time. What are you going to do in bad times? What are you going to do when times get tough or I'm not, up to my best? What are you going to do? And my friends are friends that in good times and bad times, when everybody else leaves, they stay. And that's the way that it is in marriage. Hebrews chapter 13, the scripture that I was talking about earlier, it says, God says, I will never leave you nor forsake you. So we may boldly say, the Lord is my helper. I will not fear. What will man do to me? I will never leave you or forsake you. This is covenant language, and it's the only way that you can open your heart to another individual. See, if I might desert you, if you're not sure that I'm going to be here tomorrow, you're not going to open your heart to me. You're not going to relax around me. But if I say to you, if you're my spouse and I say to you, I'll never leave you, this is till death do us part. And not only will I never leave you, I'll never turn my heart away. If you offend me, if we're going through hard times, if we have conflict that we haven't resolved, whatever happens, I'm never going to give your place to somebody else, and I'm never going to turn my heart away. And what it means is you can trust me. And year goes by, next year goes by, next year goes by. The longer we're faithful, the more of a friendship we develop within our relationship. And with Karen and I, we made a lot of mistakes early on, and we almost divorced, but I'm saying for over 30 years now. We've developed a friendship and a trust with each other where Karen's my best friend. In the words of Forrest Gump, she's my very bestest friend. And because she earned that position. You don't demand it, you earn it through faithfulness. Number 2, embrace each other's differences. We're different. I mean, we are. Adam and Eve were created different. We're all created different. And, if you marry someone normal, they're not like you. And there's the old saying, if both of you are the same, one of you is unnecessary. And so we marry because we're different. Adam and Eve were different by God's design. They were complementary to one another, and that was great until the fall happened, and then they rejected each other and put fig leaves on. And the fig leaves were only put on their bodies where they were different. They didn't put fig leaves on their ears. They didn't put fig leaves on their mouths or on their feet. They put them where they were different. Whenever sin enters into a relationship, we reject each other's differences. When the devil gets hold in our marriage, we begin to reject each other. There's 3 attitudes toward each other's differences, 3 levels of attitudes. One is rejected differences. I just think you're weird because you're not like me. When Karen and I got married, she was a normal woman, but I didn't understand normal women. I just thought she's weird. The way she thinks, what she says, she's just so weird. Well, we had a bad marriage because I rejected her differences. Men and women are very different. Our basic needs are very different. Our basic disposition is very different by God's design. Number 2 level of attitude is accepted difference. In other words, I don't love it, but you're different. I mean, you're just like men and you're just like a woman, but I don't really love it, but I accept it. Number 3 is celebrated differences. This is where you ought to be in your marriage. I celebrate the fact that we're different. Don't we make a great team? Don't we make a great team? I mean, when we first got married, I completely rejected Karen's differences, but now, Karen will talk. She does the woman talk thing, and she's talking, and I can't get it. I don't get it. I still don't get some of it. I've been married for 37 years. She'll talk, and I'm just sitting there, and I've learned to listen to it, There's not a cell in my mind that can grab it, though. She's woman talking to me. And she's, I've got radar, but she's got sonar. She's on a different frequency. And she's sonaring me, like getting, use radar. And so, I can't get it. All of a sudden, what she's been talking about happens. And she'll say, I've been telling you that. And what I've realized is, it's just good to have her around. It's just, I feel safer with her. I mean, used to I just thought, what, she's crazy. But what I know now is we fit. We fit so well. We complement each other. Bad marriages are these kinds of marriages where you're rejecting each other's differences and you're just sitting there criticizing each other. Good marriages are like this. Don't we make a good team? You're smart and I'm strong. You're good with money and I'm strong. And don't we make a good team? I mean, that's the way good marriages are. So I don't reject your differences or just tolerate them. I'm so glad. In other friendships outside of marriage, we just revel in the fact that we're different. We say, I've got a friend who's a plumber. I've got a friend who's an electrician. I've got a friend who's a builder. I've got a friend that fixes cars. I get discounts on everything. We just love it. We're so happy that all of our friends are different. But when we get married, somehow there's something wrong with that. No. Your differences are what make your relationship dynamic and interesting. Don't reject your spouse. Embrace each other's differences. We hope that you're being blessed by this program, but we're able to come to you because we have a group of people that support us financially every month, and they're called our Rock Solid Partners. They literally are the financial backbone of this ministry. Thousands of people across America who give to us every month, and we have several different levels that you can give at, and for that you get a special resource that we only give to our partners, and it's called our Dream Marriage Library. We produce it specially every month. Karen and I produce this. It's the best of my teachings. It's the best of our seminars. It's the best of what we have that comes, first of all, to our Rock Solid Partners. And so we want you to be a Rock Solid Partner. And for that, we're going to bless you with this special resource. Here's how you can be a partner.
Take a stand for your marriage and become a rock-solid partner today. Join at the $14 level and you'll receive online access to the Dream Marriage Library with a new message each month. At the $28 level, you'll also receive each month's lesson on CD and DVD. And join at the $56 per month level and we'll add exclusive partner perks, including invitation-only access to live phone seminars and exclusive Marriage Today events. Become a rock-solid partner today. Thank you for joining us. Partner with Marriage Today and receive the series, Our Secret Paradise. Marriage Today's latest book, Happy, Happy Love, will supercharge your marriage with practical tips, wisdom, and inspiration for every stage of marriage. Visit happylovebook.com. Follow your interests and get social by connecting with Jimmy and Karen and the Ministry of Marriage Today on Twitter. And don't forget, become a rock-solid partner and receive the Dream Marriage Library. There's a rock-solid partner level to fit every need.